There's a gal who set a goal to skydive in every state in the United States. 50 states. And let's see, she's already checked off Iowa. Nicole Smith is her name. You've got, is it 40 already under your belt, Nicole?
46, actually.
46.
And you started this when?
I did the first one was really December of 2009, but this expedition has been going on since March of this year.
Okay. So, boy, you're knocking them down pretty fast.
Yeah.
And the reason you're doing this is what?
Life really got put into perspective for me. I was in a terrible car accident last June and was told that I would never be able to walk again and that I would never really be able to have a normal conversation again because of the injuries that I sustained.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
So this was just kind of my testament to never give up. And
Well, they always say the best way to recover from a car accident is start skydiving in every state in the union.
Really? I hadn't read that.
And how many jumps total do you have under your belt?
227.
227. I went tandem skydiving twice, and that was enough for me.
Really?
Yeah. It's, you wet your pants, and you're attached to another guy, and it really...
Yeah, that can be an awkward situation.
Well, that wasn't, no. It was a friend of mine that I don't speak to anymore,
Right.
but it's cool, though. So what states are left?
I have Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri, and Alaska.
Okay.
Kansas and Missouri, if you do one, you should be able to count both because they're kind of the same looking. Or is that not? Right. Is that really kind of cheating? Is that really not what you were headed for?
I think that's kind of cheating a bit.
Well, but we're trying to minimize the risk and still, help you get it out there that you pulled it off.
Gotcha. It would be more cost effective that way too.
Yeah.
To give you guys an idea, and I don't want to relive this accident for you, but just so people get an idea of where you were after this, after your car was struck by a driver who ran a red light. You were in critical condition with back and neck injuries, 2 broken ribs, 4 pelvic fractures, a broken tailbone, punctured lung. Stop me when you've heard these before. 2 brain injuries. Doctor said you would probably not walk again, and like you said at the beginning of this conversation, maybe not even be able to converse because of the brain injuries. That's a pretty amazing comeback. What do you attribute that to?
God, I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, He has a higher purpose for my life, and I hope that the trip that I'm on now will be an inspiration to at least one person. If that's what it is, then it's worth it all.
Your bumper sticker says "Jesus is my tandem master."
Right. That's exactly right. My guardian angel works overtime every day.
Well, and it really did for you because you had plans on retiring early, but decided to retire kind of immediately and embark on this sort of therapeutic trip.
Do you remember where you jumped in Iowa?
It was at Skydive, Iowa. I don't remember the city name.
Oh, Skydive, Iowa. Yep. Okay, and what about in Illinois?
Illinois at Chicagoland Skydiving Center, which is actually my hub until the middle of November of this year. So that's home in between my travels.
Okay, and what about? I'm thinking Alaska.
Alaska?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, just
Alaska has a drop zone that's 40 miles outside of Anchorage. It's in Wasilla, where Sarah Palin's from, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's where I'm going to try. Unfortunately, the drop zone is having some airplane issues. Not exactly what a skydiver wants to hear. So hopefully they can get that resolved.
Well, as long as it gets up, you don't care. Yeah. You've got a way to get back down.
That's right.
Precisely. It's getting up to the right altitude that I'm concerned with.
Okay. And generally, how high are you jumping from?
It depends on the type of aircraft that we're flying, but anywhere between 9,000 and 14,000 feet.
And do you just jump once in each state, or do you have situations where time will allow you to jump a couple of different times?
I've had situations where I've been able to do several jumps in particular states, and, if I have enough time at the drop zone or if the weather is favorable and the people are great to jump with, then absolutely I'll do more than one jump.
And I know you probably did an awful lot of physical therapy to get back to where you are, moving around normally. But were you a little afraid that first jump back?
Yes, I was pretty scared. I actually did a tandem my first jump back in the sport just to make sure that I would be able to handle it.
Oh, did you wet your pants too? Because
I don't want to talk about that.
Right, I understand. Very traumatic. Very traumatic.
But what do your doctors think? Oh, we just put you back together and you're going to go and jump out of a perfectly good plane? No.
I actually had some really amazing doctors. I went to some sports therapists or some sports medicine doctors, and Ken Mountner, he was one of those in Atlanta, and he told me, Nicole, flat out, if you can jump off this table that you're sitting on right now and it not hurt you to land, then by all means, you have clearance to go. They wanted me to wait at least 6 months before I did my first jump back in the sport. And I did. I waited that time. So everything would be okay.
And that's from your PT guy. Mm-hmm. That sounds like a guy
my physical therapist. No, that wasn't from my physical therapist. That was actually from my sports medicine doctor.
Okay.
My orthopedist. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and just throw yourself out of a plane. That'll really be good to see if we got everything taken care of.
We think we got it all healed, but why don't you go give it a good test?
And I'm reading this article, Nicole, and your mom has a quote here that said, "I wish I just had a normal daughter." You care to talk about that at all?
Let's not talk about that.
All right. Well, good luck. You only
She's listening right now, actually.
Oh, is she?
Oh, then we won't say the things you told us.
So hi, Mom.
Yeah. Well, we won't say the things that you told us not to mention about her on the air. That's between us.
Perfect.
I think it's
That's
very
great.
cool. This quote we'll leave with. You say, "Take advantage of the life that you have right now. It is so easy to put things off until tomorrow, and sometimes tomorrow does not come."
Woo.
I think that is very smart, and I love that you're doing it. I would never jump out of a perfectly good aircraft, but how cool is this for you? I think that's awesome. Good luck, and I hope you finish all 50 here before the end of the summer.
Thank you very much. If you ever do decide to do a skydive, like I said, I'll be in Chicagoland Skydiving Center until the middle of November, so come on out. I'd be happy to go with you. I'll fly your video if you come.
Didn't you hear I pee on my tandem guy? You don't want this. Call in sick.
She won't be attached to you.
Right.
All right.
And hopefully she'll be upwind.
All right. Good luck. Thanks for talking to us.
Bye,
Thank you.
Nicole.
All right. See ya.